Hello, everybody. My name is Ark Azrael. You can call me Ark or Ross. Um, Today I will be talking about the new Batman movie that's coming out 2021. Similar to many future movies, um, 2021 I feel is going to be a very big year. 2021 to 2022 going to be very big years for movies as there is many coming out. One of the main things is that Robert Pattinson will be playing Batman. Um, they did post a little teaser trailer on YouTube, um, and I thought it was really cool. I'll leave that in the description. Yeah, um, very strange, but I guess works choice of Batman. Uh, I took I took Robert Pattinson as a Bruce Wayne. I guess he could somewhat work as a Batman, but I looked at the bat suit. I'll link the video in the description. But if you have seen it, um, then you might agree with me on this. The head looks very strange. I don't know what's up with that. It looks very Nightwing-ish. We haven't been excited for a movie since I want to say Endgame or Infinity War, and even then, I mean, these movies are far more important to me than Avengers usually is. I can't really find it. These are the fan made versions. This is what it's gonna look like though. This is what they're planning right here. Which I mean, as much as I just want to see Batman on the screen, I really want them to do it right. And as far as what I see, they are doing that, but they have um, some very strange algorithms with their casting, and which I'll have to see here. Will be playing Penguin. And now here is my top two problems with this. Penguin is a short, fat guy, in which this guy is definitely not. Uh, well, one of the problems is he's 5'10". He's taller than the average man, and he's playing Penguin. They couldn't have at least found some guy who's like 5'8". They had to find the tallest guy in the bunch to be Penguin. I just don't really see how this is a thing. Okay, and I find it funny how when they're asked about what was up with this, they said they wanted to make it realistic, and they act like short fat people don't exist, like it's some famine or something. I don't know. But I mean, I am really interested to see what they are gonna do with Colin Farrell being Penguin. Very strange casting, in my opinion. I do not understand what that is all about. Really, what I've been most looking forward to in a while now. Really, just cannot wait for this movie. And now, there's just let me just look up the cast real quick. It's just very very intriguing of what their pick for the casting of this movie is. Yeah. We have Paul Dano as Riddler, which actually looks very nice, in my opinion. Very good casting there. Then we have Andy Serkis as Alfred, in which this is very strange. I don't really understand this. Um, but yeah, very very strange choice for Alfred. But as Batman versus Superman kind of trend here, I don't think they're going for the older Alfreds anymore. I think they're going for the more younger Alfreds. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, that's a thing. Jeffrey Wright. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, I actually do not know this guy at all. I've never seen him in a movie. Uh, I, I hardly know who he is, but I know that's just they're kind of just finding people. In which I'm fine with them having uh, unknown actors, be in this movie. But I don't know. I mean, as far as Jim Gordon has been, uh, he's been a lot. He's been a bit older. I mean, we have a Catwoman here, similar to the villains we will be having are Riddler, Penguin, and Carmine Falcone, in which a lot of they really put it out there that Carmine Falcone was supposed to be one of the main villains, in which I don't really know what I think about that. Um, but I mean, I hope in the second movie we get to see some Deathstroke, some Deadshot. Maybe in the second and third movie we get to see Bane. We maybe to see a bit Joe. Okay, here's my opinion on Joker. He's a bit overused, in my opinion. Um, and I mean, I guess it's fine if they put him in. They're obviously going to put him in a Batman film in the future, but I mean, it's just going to happen. So yeah, we have a Catwoman here. I'm unaware of this woman as well, but yeah, it's a decent Catwoman. I mean, they didn't ruin it, but I think they're just trying to get a head start on this new, well, continuity they're making. I don't know if it's going to be connected to anything else. And really, the theory of Joker 2 and there being individual movies for all the supervillains, that's really going to just make something up, unless we're pulling the early 2000s Spider-Man, Daredevil kind of thing. The bunch of separate movies like Blade and The Punisher and everything. It's I don't know. It's going to be really strange if they're not connected, and of course you're going to get the real geeks like me and some other people who are just going to be thinking about it until they finally give us an answer if they're connected or not. And I mean, if they do make a Joker 2, it's very potential that there won't be too big of a continuity since or the first Joker, 2019 was emphasized to be apart from any DC movie and not connected to this new Batman movie, which I really do hope they don't bring back Joaquin Phoenix for a Batman movie because I like to really think that if there was a connection between those two movies, then it would be that Joker inspired the real Joker. I don't really. I mean, yeah, that was Joker in that movie. You saw Joker, but not the fullest extent. In my beliefs, I feel like if they do have a Joker 2 or he shows up in a Batman film, then Joaquin Phoenix will play a Hannibal Lecter role, like Heath Ledger was supposed to do in The Dark Knight Rises, except he had an unfortunate passing, uh, which really sucked. But yeah, so in my theory, there could be a potential comeback of Joaquin Phoenix, but as Todd Phillips has been saying, he it always comes up when your film makes over $1 billion, then it always comes up to make a second movie. Todd Phillips was very clear that he didn't want to make a second movie because it was such a beautiful movie and on its own, but he said he'd consider it only if Joaquin actually wanted to come back for it, in which I really respect because that's just a real director right there. I'm glad that they're not like Disney Star Wars, where it's like there's no dedication to the fans or anything. Um, but yeah, so uh, this movie, it's very potential that it's going to be big and it's going to be good. I really hope it does turn out to a good structure of a movie. It would be nice to have a good Batman movie. I was waiting for the Ben Affleck or Batfleck Batman movie, which never came out, but we might get a series on HBO Max, which I haven't really always been a fan of seasons and shows and crap like that, but I mean, I guess it'll have to work. So it's really fine. I don't care too much. Now, I probably should go over Robin. I don't think they really need him. I just really think it's not going to be like classic Batman and Robins. This is going to be a more... The Long Halloween has way more villains than what they've been saying. And also, just for future reference, I don't actually consider Catwoman to be a villain as much as people emphasize it. But now I actually want to go over one more thing. So Robert Pattinson has supposedly been refusing to work out for the role of Batman. And he said in interviews that it's a problem to work out. I'll be quoting him here. He is one of us, is what he said. He said, I am one of you. What I'm trying to say here is the guy he looks really roughed out from this quarantine. I really feel like he's going to go out of quarantine really fat or something like that. No weightlifting. The only thing they said he did was he ate some oatmeal or something like that. He posted this stupid picture of him in a corner crying and eating cereal or something stupid like that. But yeah, if this continues, I mean, Robert Pattinson was never really a not fit guy as much as I saw him. But I mean, still, the guy isn't the most Batman bod you could think of, and I mean, as far as that goes. But yeah, in my opinion, I think he should be working out excessively, like Superman, like Ben Affleck. You know, he should be really dedicated to his role, like the other previous actors have been. Like you look at somebody like Christian Bale, who played in the movie The Machinist in 2004, and he looked so skinny. He was literally no muscle on him. He had to malnourish himself. Uh, but horrible role to take. Very unhealthy. And a few months later, he had the film Batman Begins, in which he like 114 pounds, I think. He went back up to like 160, 170. And I mean, although he does look kind of fat in that movie, he was dedicated to it. He just had to eat and work out and eat and work out. That shows real dedication right there. And yeah, I think Robert Pattinson, if he wants to do this role, he should be a bit more dedicated to what he's doing than him just being a little snowflake and not wanting to work out. I mean, come on, you really gotta. Yeah, I hope he does come to a conclusion that he should be more dedicated to his role, and hopefully he decides to work out, maybe build some muscle, maybe become the actual Batman as he poses to be. So yeah. Well, that about does it. I've basically explained about everything that I know personally, and that's pretty much out about the Batman. And yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. Really hope that it turns out good, turns out to be as good, as beautiful of a movie as Joker. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys later.